messed up.
How do you say yarrow?
Welcome to How Do You Say Yarrows?
How do you say yarrow? How do you say yarrow?
It'll be all the fun in the world. Hello.
Hey.
Welcome to How Do You Say Yarrows? Hi. So today we are talking about some baby predictions for specifically, I believe, the first 3 months of his life.
Yes. The newborn. Actually, I don't know how long you are a newborn, but I'm going to say the first 3 months count as a very newborn. Because I think the first 3 months are before, like, babies even have, like, all their vaccinations and stuff like that. So I'm just going to count that as, like, the really new months.
I agree. I think that's a very fair... I think that's... I don't know if there's, like, an exact date on any of that. So I think that counts. Like,
yeah.
I feel like you're an infant after that.
Yes.
Yeah,
we're going to go with the first 3 months of the baby's life.
Yeah, whatever that correct term is. Yeah, we're calling it newborn.
That's right.
That's what we're referring it to as. It's our truth.
So we're talking about, this is our first time having a child all the way through. And so we want to document our totally virgin thoughts about what this stage of life will be.
That's such a fun description of that.
We don't know.
Yep.
And it's really funny because I think I started thinking about this because people have, I get it, it's a reasonable question. They ask, actually it's kind of funny. People have asked me, like, are you excited?
Yep.
Which Adam, when I told him that people asked him, he's like, what kind of question is that? Of course we're excited. I was like, I know. I think people are just, they're excited. They probably know we're excited, but it's just what people ask. So it's very interesting. But
it's like you're going to Disney. Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm excited. So, it's hard to know as a parent, like as a incoming parent, really how to respond to some of those questions because you're experiencing a very complex range of emotions.
Yeah.
So you're not necessarily going to just be able to say, like, yes, 100% excited. Because the reality is, like, yeah, I'm 100% excited. I'm also 100% terrified. I'm super nervous, like, all the time. Like, I hope that I'm not messing this baby up already in the womb.
Aww.
Like, it's terrifying. There's so much responsibility. And I'm just, like, constantly praying, and we have to keep giving God control over everything because we cannot control this. So that's where I am at now. And then when I try to foresee or, like, think forward, I personally cannot picture the first, like, 3 months with this baby.
Okay. I like it.
In my head, I can picture me and Adam with, like, a little toddler. I've seen us interact with many toddlers. I can picture what we'll do. I can picture how we'll talk to him, things like that. And it might not end up looking like that, but at least I can picture something, right?
Yep, no, that's real.
And actually, I can picture us with a teenager.
We've worked extensively with teenagers. We know how to talk to a teenager.
And I'm sure we'll eat those words in 15 years when we don't know how to talk to our own teenager. But, at least I'm saying I can get an image. Like, I have a schema for it in my brain. Yeah. I can picture Adam talking to a teenager. I can picture me doing it.
We know what to do with a teenager.
Theoretically, like,
we're not saying that we know life scenarios. We're not trying to pretend we're like...
I'm not saying I'm going to kill it. I'm just saying I can picture it.
Yeah.
So what about you with the 3 months?
Okay,
first 3 months of life.
So to me, the first 3 months
outside the womb.
What? Outside
I was
the womb?
saying the first 3 months of life outside the room. Outside the womb.
What room?
The room of my womb.
Yeah, the room of your womb. Okay, so to me, those are actually an easier 3 months to picture than toddlerhood. Like, toddlerhood is the part that terrifies me in some ways, because I've worked with younger kids. I was a kids pastor for 2.5 years, give or take. So I do get, like, kindergarten through 5th grade. I'm not saying I'm great at that, but I get it in some ways. Like, I have experiences.
Yeah.
I have not spent a lot, like, 6 months to 3 years. That is not my schema. So that, to me, is a little bit more intimidating. However,
interesting.
Right outside the womb, I've talked to a lot of parents. That seems straightforward to me. Like, I'm not saying it's easy, but I want to repeat that.
Okay.
That is not saying it's easy.
Okay.
But essentially, and I've talked to a couple dads, because I know that this will also be difficult, But the baby has 3 high priority needs at all times.
Yeah.
Pooping, sleeping, and eating.
That's right.
And that's seemingly for those 3 months all it wants to do, all it's going to do. And every one of those needs is immediate high need. There is no discerning that. If the baby is hungry, you will know the baby is hungry. If the baby needs to poop, it will poop. Or struggle very mightily to poop.
Yeah.
And then if it needs to sleep, it will sleep, whether you want it to or not. That actually, I think we could keep it up. Probably do some mind games with it. But so to me, I think I get that, and that feels normal to me, if that makes sense. Like, I get that. I'm not saying I'm going to be great with it, but those first 3 months, it seems like this is on repeat.
Okay. But okay, so you're saying there's a simplicity that you expect to occur.
And yet very difficult.
And that you picture, at least you can picture it.
Yeah, I'm not saying, but yet again, not acknowledging that somewhat simplicity is not easy and
Yeah.
that'll be exhausting.
Yeah.
But I think those first 3 months versus like, how do you navigate playing with a 1.5-year-old? I understand, hey, in this one sense, I'm not really playing at all.
Yeah.
That I'm not really playing at all. I'm just hanging out.
Yeah.
The other is a completely different world.
So you've gotten this sense from talking to dads?
Yeah.
Okay. So am I talking to moms,
Yeah.
right? I've been talking to moms and about this early stage.
Yep.
And it could be my interpretation, but when I'm talking to these moms and I ask them about those first 3 months, I truly think all these moms have blacked out. They do not remember what happens in those first 3 months. Like, they can give me like an overall, like, it's wonderful, it's precious, it's beautiful, right? Like, all these things like that are and it's hard. Like, of course it's hard, it's exhausting, you're so tired, it goes fast, these just general vague things.
Yeah.
But like, for me, it's like I get the sense is this vague sense of like just walking around, like just surviving.
Okay.
In a daze. That's like the vague, and it's not like all negative. Like, I know like these moms are not being negative. They're telling me like there was wonderful things there, but I'm not getting a lot of specifics about wonderful things.
Okay.
I guess.
I get that.
But I don't know. So I'm very curious to see like what that will be. I mean, I guess the little specifics that I have gotten are like, I don't know. The specifics that I've gotten are so different for each mom.
Mm-hmm.
Like the one specific I could get from one mom is like the joy of breastfeeding.
Okay.
And then another mom, I could get, the one specific I get from her for the 3 months was how difficult and impossible breastfeeding was, and they didn't do it.
Oh, wow.
So that's where I'm like, it's really hard to create an image for myself because it could go that extreme.
Yeah.
And that's the truth. That's how it is. Like with everybody, like your one specific could be that or the opposite spectrum,
Yeah.
It's just so, and we hear different things, like, and then I've talked to moms and dads about some things too, like together, and even just talking about like, okay, where is everybody in the home, right? Like, where does the baby go, and you could talk to some parents and they're like, we never put the baby down.
Yep.
Baby never went, like, I'm like, well, are your hands ever free, right? And they're like, well, I don't know, we never put the baby down, and they're perfectly happy with that. And then other parents are like, oh yeah, like this special seat or whatever was wonderful because then I could do stuff while the baby's in there and I'm watching the baby, but like I'm doing dishes, I'm working out, I'm doing whatever. So, I mean, again, opposite ends of the spectrum.
Yep, completely opposite.
And it's so funny because that's the main takeaway from those two sets of parents.
Yep.
So, for us, I have no idea what it'll look like because I can make some thoughts after I hear those things from those people, but the other takeaway that I do hear from everybody is it depends on your child.
Yeah.
And we don't know our child yet.
We know.
And like for me, I've known more like toddlers or like little kids or middle schoolers. Middle schoolers I've known a million. So it's like I can picture all these different varieties of those ages.
Yeah.
But I have not ever taken care of a newborn.
No,
I feel like that's shocking to say. Like, are we allowed? It's like,
what?
Someone's letting us have this baby and I've never really taken like full-time care of a newborn.
I mean, it happens.
Is that terrifying? It's a little bit terrifying.
That's how everybody gets it.
I guess so.
Most people have not cared for a newborn.
Like I've helped with a baby. I've not by myself taken care of a newborn.
Gotcha.
Confession time.
Thank you for your honesty.
Thank
I
you.
love you for it.
And the other thing is, I made me think of it, so I looked it up real quick while you were saying, okay, so theoretically there should be a simplicity that we've heard about, that the baby primarily goes to the bathroom, sleeps, and eats.
Yep.
So we are hoping to breastfeed. We're hoping that will work. We will be flexible with whatever we need to do so this baby can eat. But if you do the math, a year of breastfeeding, and this is a quick Google search, but I remember reading it in a book too, and this is about the same number, that a year of breastfeeding equates to a conservative estimate of 1,800 hours of a mother's time. So this is not far off from a full-time job, considering that a 40-hour work week with 3 weeks of vacation comes in at 1,960 hours of work time per year. Okay, so that's interesting to me, because everyone always says, like, oh, you'll constantly be changing diapers or whatever. But really, I mean, I'm sure that is, but I don't think we could spend more time changing diapers than that breastfeeding. That's a lot of hours.
That feels like it's an unpredictable. I don't feel like that's a real amount of.
Wouldn't it be cool if we actually clocked it?
Let's do it. Let's
We
clock. Just for a week. Well, but you know what? It'll have to change too, because I'm sure there'll be like different needs as the baby gets bigger.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like, it's not a fair amount, I guess.
No.
You really would have to measure it over a year.
Yeah.
Because theoretically, well, although I don't know about the I don't know. There's a lot of factors. We've never done this before.
I know. Oh, there was a cat on the side of the highway. Wow, that's wild. Well,
I mean,
literally, wild cat, I guess.
Hey-o.
So, okay, so, I don't know. Does that give you any other thoughts about what the first 3 months might look like?
I think he's going to eat beef jerky by the time he's 6 months old.
That sounds not realistic, but maybe.
As it is written, so it shall be. No, I don't know.
Baby beef jerky. Do they make that?
No. What I'm really hoping is that he is not a picky diaper person.
Oh, yeah. So we can get to the cheap ones real quick?
Yep.
The store brand?
Yep. I don't know if it's a prediction.
I hear Target store brand is really good.
Yeah, I've heard. Well, and I've heard people love Target store.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
That has been talked up to me by multiple people that they are the premier diaper.
That's right.
So I don't know if that's a prediction, but that is. I will throw it as a hope that guy just is not particular about his undies early on.
I would also say I expect. So this is okay. Even though I really do I do state I cannot visibly picture you and me and this baby like full on in those early months. I just don't know what it will look like. But some things that I imagine will be a part of the equation. I expect lots of cuddles.
Oh, infant cuddles.
I'm like so excited by that. I can't even imagine. I've always wanted, so when I'm with babies, it's usually like we're out at a party or something. So the baby's not necessarily like calming down for like a nap or something. So it has been very rare. I can name maybe 2 babies in my life that when I actually get the baby, they like cuddle and reach their little hand up on my neck or like under my shirt.
Aww.
That moment where they like settle in and like tuck their hands into my skin. Do you know what I mean?
No.
Oh, it's like the most amazing thing, and I always see them do it with their moms or whoever, but like I don't have enough time with these babies usually to get to that point. And I've only had it with like 2 babies that have been super comfortable with me and had like a lot of time.
Okay.
And so our baby will do that with me.
He absolutely will.
He's gonna
I'm not
reach
taking
his
that from
hands
you.
out to me, and he's gonna cuddle me. So that, I imagine lots of that, and I'm very excited for that.
The baby will be loyal to his father.
And he'll
his
also
mother.
do it to you. It'll be so
You're
cool.
gonna cuddle me, baby?
Yeah, he's gonna cuddle us.
I do like the cuddles.
So I do imagine that.
Yeah.
I
Lots of
imagine being
infinite
very
babies.
tired.
Yep. Oh, so tired.
This is funny, and I wonder if I'm going to eat my words. I imagine trying to lose the pregnancy weight and it being very difficult. Well, I'm not going to eat that. I know
You
it's
look
going to be
gorgeous now,
difficult.
though.
Thank you, honey. Thank
Yeah.
you. But, I imagine, because I want to, there's strength that I am sure I have lost and things like that. So I imagine, those workouts, I just imagine it will be very hard. I don't even know how hard, because I usually am a runner, and I haven't been running during the pregnancy. It just hasn't been a good fit. So
Can I tell you a
that'll
fun
be very
fact?
interesting. Yes.
So from Babyless, Gabby has not checked it as much as I have.
Yeah.
But somebody did get you the running stroller.
Oh, so excited!
So, Gabby, that is a very exciting thing for Gabby. She's been very much looking forward to cruising with the baby.
I am, and now that won't be in the first 3 months probably.
I think it's
forget
like
how
6
big
months.
the baby has to be. Yeah.
The baby's got to be big enough to like support itself.
Yeah. So.
But that's okay. You got to work up to pushing the baby there too.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I don't.
But
think
that
that's
is another dream of mine. I can't wait to run with the baby in the stroller.
Oh yeah.
My mom always did that. My dad always did that. I just feel like that's like so cool to be able to do that. What a cool time. And I love watching the babies in the strollers in the park. Like they love it. Like they're watching everything. It's like, I mean, how cool is it?
The world
it's like
is
they're on
shocking.
a motorcycle.
Yeah, world is shocking. What is going on
Yeah.
here?
Yeah, so that's what I picture, guys. I do foresee a lot of difficulty with getting basic tasks done. I think I've heard that from people pretty consistently. Like in my head, I think, well, I'll be on maternity leave. I'll be able to, like laundry and things should be pretty structured, but I do imagine that will be pretty difficult because our laundry load will increase, our dishwasher load will increase, and that'll be a transition period. So I do also foresee some growing pains in that department.
We're gonna learn a lot of new things, but it's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great. Better be real cute, baby.
We'll let you know. He's gonna be real cute.
Real freaking cute. Thanks for joining us. Make sure to follow us. Follow me on Instagram at Adam Yaros, or email us at howdoyousayaros@gmail.com for questions, comments, complaints.
Thanks for daydreaming with us.
Thanks. Bye.